is Kim again with another idea of something you can do with your family for Holy Week this week. This activity is really more about having a party than anything else. So for me, I don't know about you, but I feel like to have a party, you need to have a reason, you need to have some food, you need to have some games, maybe some music, and maybe some balloons. Balloons may be a little more optional, but that to me is what a party is about. The idea of this party, for me, the reason that we're having this party is because Jesus is alive and Jesus can live in you. And I can't come up with a better reason to have a party and to celebrate than that. So the reason is taken care of. The food, you can figure that out yourselves. You can have everybody pick a favorite snack or make some popcorn. I don't know, go to the store and buy some spring Oreo cookies, whatever you want to do to have food for this party. The music, put some music on, blow up a few balloons. The games, I'm going to give you a few ideas for right now. We are going to demonstrate a few Minute to Win It games. If you're familiar with the show that used to be on, the Minute to Win It show, then you'll kind of be familiar with what these are like. The only other thing I would suggest maybe to add to this party would be a Minute to Win It timer. If you take your phone and Google Minute to Win It timer, there will one will come up, and that's just kind of a cool way to add a little bit of fun to the party. You get the whole excitement, and it just makes it a little bit more fun. So I would suggest that. So Minute to Win It games are nice because they use things that typically you already have lying around, and these are Easter things mostly. So for these three games, we're going to need, take out this messy Easter grass, we need Easter grass, we need jelly beans, and we need some plastic eggs. The only other thing that you really need for these three games is some tape, which hopefully you have. You might need a few different little containers of tape. So the first game is called Stretch in the Grass, and all you're going to do, if you're not familiar with Minute to Win It games, basically there is a challenge, and you have to see if you can get the challenge done in 1 minute. So that's how all these are. The first one, the Stretch in the Grass one, what you're going to do is you're going to take your Easter grass, and you are supposed to, in 1 minute, see if you can take 6 pieces of grass and tape them down end to end. I would suggest on the floor or a table, however you want to do it. It's one of those things, most Minute to Win It games sound simple, and then when you get ready to do it, it's a little bit more difficult. So this is one of those. You kind of just tape the end down and keep going and see if you can get 6 pieces of grass. This tape does not come off well in this dispenser. Get 6 pieces of grass taped end to end in a minute. That's all you have to do. The timer, if you have downloaded the timer, or not downloaded it, but brought up the timer, will go off, and you can just see who won and all of that kind of fun stuff. So that is one game using Easter grass. The next game for the Easter Minute to Win It games is this jelly bean. It's called Jelly Belly Billiards. So that just sounds fun. And what you need is jelly beans. They suggested that you have 9 different colors. I bought the classic jelly beans, and there was only 9. There were only 9 different colors in that. So I'm not really sure. Obviously, the idea is to have a jelly bean that represents each billiard ball, but I think we can do this with just 8. So you are going to have each person have one of as many different jelly bean colors as you can find. And the idea is going to be to use the white one like it's your cue ball in billiards, and you are going to see if in 1 minute you can use your white jelly bean. You're going to flick it and try to flick the other colors, off the table. So see if you can, if you drop your cue ball or your cue jelly bean, you can just pick it up and keep going. But the challenge is to try to get all of the colored ones off the table in 60 seconds or less. So that is that one. And then the last one is you're going to take 5 plastic eggs. Let me get my other 3 out of here. And the idea of the game is going to be, excuse me, to shake the jelly beans, or the eggs and the jelly, here are the jelly beans and the eggs that you're shaking, and line them up or put them in an egg carton, however you want to do it, in order of the least amount of jelly beans to the most jelly beans, just by hearing the sound. So you can make this as, I guess, hard as you want to. I tried to make it pretty simple. I have one egg that only has one jelly bean and one that has 3. So you're just going to listen to it and see if you can put them in order of which one has the most. And you're going to try to see if you can get that done in 1 minute. So some of these are a little easier than others. Depending on the ages of your kids, you can modify them however you want to. Minute to Win It games are fun just because they're kind of exciting, but they're also easy to do, and you can find all kinds of them. If you Google on Minute to Win It games, all kinds of ideas come up that you guys can do together. These are just a few of them. At the end, after you've played your games and had your food, it'd be great to just pull everybody together, have a prayer, thank you, God, that you are alive and that you can live in me. And I thank you that you have been watching our video, and just hope that you guys have a good time celebrating Jesus this year.